Money isn't everything, but without it, life feels like you're playing on hard mode. Every choice you make is tied to money. Where you live, what you eat, how safe you feel, even how much control you have over your own time. You can tell yourself you're not chasing money, but the truth is, if you don't have it, you're at the mercy of those who do. The world runs on rules you didn't create, and those rules are written in numbers, contracts, and transactions. Some people hate this reality. Some people deny it, but the ones who accept it can actually use it to their advantage. Financial freedom isn't about hitting a magic number. It's about building the ability to adapt when the numbers change. You've heard people say, "I just need $1 million and I'll be set for life." That might have worked 30 years ago. Today, it barely buys a house in many cities. Think about what your parents or grandparents could buy with a fraction of that amount. Now think about how quickly inflation has eaten away at that buying power. This is why chasing a fixed target is dangerous. The number keeps moving. The game keeps changing. If you think financial freedom is just about piling up cash, you're already falling behind. The real question is, can your money keep working for you when you stop working? Imagine having your living expenses covered even if you didn't clock in tomorrow. Imagine not worrying about rent, bills, or groceries because your assets pay for them. That's the difference between people who survive and people who thrive. And it starts with accepting that money isn't just paper or digits. It's the tool that buys your options. If you don't own the tool, someone else uses it to control you. The next step is to understand why just earning more isn't enough. A bigger paycheck feels like progress, but if your expenses grow with it, you're running in place. Many high earners are one missed paycheck away from financial trouble. The problem isn't just income, it's how you protect and multiply it. One economic shock can erase years of hard work. A market crash can cut your portfolio in half. A sudden layoff can drain your savings faster than you think. Relying on a single source of income is like standing on one leg in a storm. You might stay up for a while, but the moment the wind changes, you fall. This is why asset diversity matters. Not all income is created equal. If all your money comes from your job, you're trading time for cash. Stop working, and the cash stops too. Income from assets is different. It keeps coming whether you're working or not. Think about rental properties. They can generate monthly rent checks even while you're on vacation. Think about dividend-paying stocks. They can send money to your account every quarter without you lifting a finger. Think about a small business that runs without you. It can make sales at 2 a.m. while you're asleep. In North America, we've seen how quickly things can change. Housing bubbles burst. Entire industries collapse. Unexpected medical bills drain savings. If you have multiple streams of income, you have a safety net. If one stream dries up, others can keep you afloat. Earning more is step one. Keeping it and making it grow is the real challenge. The real power comes when you start building assets that work without you. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket without constant effort. If you have to keep working for it, it's not a true asset. It's a job with a different name. The goal is to own things that keep generating income while you sleep. Rental properties can bring in steady rent every month. Over time, they can also grow in value. Dividend-paying stocks give you a share of company profits. Even if the stock price moves up and down, dividends can keep coming. Online businesses can sell products or services at any hour. With automation, orders can be processed and fulfilled without you touching them. Royalties from books, music, or digital products can pay for years after the work is done. Assets don't just give you money, they give you time. When your expenses are covered by income from assets, your life changes. You no longer have to trade hours for dollars. You can spend time on projects you care about, even if they don't make immediate money. This is how people buy back their freedom, not by saving every penny, but by building systems that earn for them. If you don't own money-making assets, you don't truly own your time. The next step is to make sure you don't fall into the trap of consumerism. Consumerism is the habit of spending money to impress others or chase short-term pleasure. It's easy to fall into because it feels good in the moment. A new car, a designer bag, the latest phone. But every dollar you spend on things that lose value is a dollar that could have been working for you. A luxury car might turn heads, but it also loses thousands of dollars in value the moment you drive it off the lot. That same money invested in assets could be earning returns for decades. In North America, credit makes consumerism even more dangerous. You can buy almost anything today and pay later. But later often means paying much more because of interest. Spending isn't the enemy. Spending without return is. Money spent on education can increase your earning power. Money spent on the right tools can make your work faster and better. Money spent on networking can open doors to new opportunities. The key is to spend with intention. Ask yourself if the purchase will help you earn more, save more, or live better for years to come. Every dollar you spend either works for you or against you. Understanding this is crucial because the world operates on a harsh hierarchy. The world is not equal. Some people start life with advantages, money, connections, knowledge passed down from their families. Others start far behind. They have to build everything from scratch. This gap creates a hierarchy. Those at the top make the rules. Those at the bottom live by them. In past centuries, power came from physical strength. Today, power comes from money and influence. You may not like these rules, but ignoring them doesn't change how they work. In North America, financial and social capital often decide who gets access to the best opportunities. It could be an introduction to an investor, a tip about a business deal before it becomes public, or the ability to take a risk without fear of going broke. The people who succeed learn the rules. They figure out how to play within them, and sometimes they gain enough power to change them. You don't have to be born into wealth to move up, but you do have to stop playing the game blindfolded. You don't have to like the rules, you just need to learn how to win by them. One of the most powerful moves you can make in this game is learning to value your time. Time is more limited than money. You can lose money and earn it back. Once you lose time, it's gone forever. Wealthy people understand this. They buy back their time by outsourcing tasks that don't require their direct attention. They hire cleaners instead of spending hours doing chores. They pay for meal prep or grocery delivery to save trips to the store. They use accountants to handle taxes so they can focus on higher value work. These choices aren't about being lazy. They're about spending time where it creates the most value. If an hour of your time can generate $100, it makes sense to pay someone $50 to handle a task that frees up that hour. In North America, the culture often praises doing everything yourself. But self-reliance in the wrong areas slows you down. Your goal is to focus on the work that moves you forward. Everything else should be automated, delegated, or eliminated. You can make more money. You can't make more time. This is why building the mindset of a wealthy person is just as important as building their assets. Wealthy people think differently because they see the world through the lens of opportunity. They ask how something can work, not why it won't. They focus on solutions instead of problems. When they spend money, they see it as planting seeds. Those seeds grow into assets, skills, and relationships that pay off later. They don't fear calculated risks. They measure them, plan for them, and take action. You can build this mindset by training yourself to spot potential value in everyday life. Look at your hobbies. Could they be turned into income? Photography, fitness training, woodworking, writing. Each can become a source of revenue with the right structure. Look at your skills. Which ones are in demand? Could you package them into a service or product? Look at the problems around you. If something frustrates you, it probably frustrates others too. Solving it could be a business opportunity. This way of thinking turns your attention toward growth instead of limitation. Your bank account follows your mindset. If you think small, your results stay small. If you think in terms of value creation, your wealth grows with it. The next step is taking full control of your financial future instead of waiting for someone else to change it. No one is coming to save you. Waiting for the perfect opportunity or the right person to notice you is a trap. Self-reliance means creating your own openings. It means deciding that your progress is your responsibility. In business, this could mean starting small with what you already know, offering a service, selling a product, testing an idea before investing heavily. In investing, it means learning enough to make informed decisions instead of relying solely on tips or trends. In skill building, it means dedicating time every day to get better at something that can earn money. You can't control the economy, the market, or what other people do. You can control your actions, your learning, and your persistence. Over the next 90 days, you can lay a foundation for long-term growth. Track every dollar you earn and spend. Cut expenses that don't improve your life or income. Set a savings goal and automate contributions. Pick one skill to improve that can raise your earning potential. Take one step toward owning an income-producing asset. Small, consistent action compounds into big results over time. No one's coming, it's on you. And that's a good thing. The next step is to protect your mental energy so you can focus on what matters most. Mental energy is a limited resource. Every decision you make and every distraction you entertain drains it. Protecting it starts with cutting out toxic influences. Avoid people who drain your motivation or constantly focus on negativity. Limit your exposure to news that only creates fear without offering solutions. Choose relationships that encourage growth. Surround yourself with people who are working toward their own goals. Their habits and mindset will influence yours. Be selective with commitments. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something that moves you forward. Create boundaries for your time and attention. Turn off notifications when working on important tasks. Schedule time for rest and recovery so you can operate at full capacity. Your focus is one of your most valuable assets. Where it goes, your results follow. Every yes to nonsense is a no to your future. The next step is understanding what financial freedom really means beyond the money itself. Financial freedom is more than having enough money to cover your bills. It's the ability to choose how you spend your time. It's having control over where you live and what you do each day. It's being able to walk away from situations that don't serve you. Money is the tool that makes these choices possible. But the goal is not money for its own sake. The goal is the life it can help you create. Some people earn plenty but feel trapped in their work. Others earn less but have the flexibility to live on their own terms. True freedom comes when your income is not tied to your constant presence, when your assets pay for your lifestyle, and you can focus on things that matter most to you. For some, that's traveling the world. For others, it's spending more time with family. For many, it's working on projects that align with their values. Freedom isn't about cash, it's about control. Once you see it this way, building wealth becomes a strategy for gaining control over your life, not just stacking dollars. The next step is to put together a clear wealth-building plan that you can follow. A strong wealth-building plan doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to be clear, realistic, and actionable. Step 1 is to track your financial reality. Know exactly how much you earn, spend, save, and owe. You can't improve what you don't measure. Step 2 is to reduce expenses that don't create value. Cut out subscriptions you don't use. Stop paying for services or items that don't improve your life or income. Step 3 is to build high-value skills. Focus on skills that are in demand and can command higher pay. In North America, examples include coding, sales, digital marketing, project management, and skilled trades. Step 4 is to acquire income-producing assets. This could be a rental property, dividend-paying stocks, a small online business, or intellectual property like books or courses. Step 5 is to protect and grow your wealth. Spread your investments across different asset types. Keep a cash reserve for emergencies so you don't have to sell assets in a downturn. Follow these steps consistently, and the results will compound. The plan works if you do. Now it's time to close with the mindset and actions that will keep you moving forward on the passive path. Wealth is built through consistent action over time. It's not about one lucky break, it's about making smart moves again and again until they add up. Stay focused on your own progress instead of comparing yourself to others. Comparison wastes energy and creates frustration. Celebrate small wins. Each dollar saved, each skill learned, each asset acquired moves you closer to financial freedom. Stay disciplined during good times so you're prepared for challenges. Many lose wealth because they assume good conditions will last forever. Stay flexible. Markets change, industries shift, and new opportunities appear. The ability to adapt keeps you ahead. Keep learning. The world moves fast, and knowledge is a competitive advantage. Read, take courses, and connect with people who know more than you. Remember that on the passive path, your goal is not just to earn, it's to create systems that let your money and assets work harder than you do. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who wants to take control of their financial future. Comment with your biggest financial goal so you can start taking steps toward it today. You are closer to financial freedom than you think, but only if you start now.